she does, she be choosing me up. I pour this brown with the juice in my cup.
Hi guys, good day to you all. It's another beautiful day. I'm changing my Airbnb. Same thing that happened to me last time was why I'm changing my Airbnb. I love this place that I'm staying. It's really cool, you know. But I try to extend my stay. I realized that the date I was supposed to choose has already been taken. So I checked in into another Airbnb. No, I've just booked another Airbnb. That's where I'm going now. Just gonna walk my way there. Like I usually do. I'm gonna use the bus. I can't take the Uber this time. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to like you know, save some money. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I got my luggage there, my backpack. So guys, thanks for watching my videos every time when I post. Appreciate you all for doing that for me. That's all I need from you. That's the encouragement. I'm already encouraging myself to do this. But in the past, I've been traveling around the world. I wasn't a YouTuber. I didn't even think about it. That's the main reason I wasn't doing it. Now that I've already decided to be doing this, I'm not backing down. Something I want to do. You know, on my free time, just travel some countries, like go back home again to the family, then get ready again, travel, you know. So this is it. This is Dublin. Beautiful country, beautiful people. This is Dublin. Okay guys, keep watching my videos. Thank you. Let me find my way to my new Airbnb. Appreciate you all for watching my videos. Thanks. Alright guys, I took the bus because I was trying to see where I was going, and I think the distance from my previous Airbnb to where I'm going now is just 18 minutes. That's what the GPS Google was telling me. And the moment I got in the bus driver said he was just 3 stops away. And like you guys know, the check-in time for hotels and Airbnb is always 2 p.m., 3 p.m. like that. Some even 5 p.m. And the time here is just 30 minutes after 11 a.m. in the morning here in Dublin. So I just decided to I got down from the bus from the first stop, and it's better I stay around this place here. And this is an open bar. This doesn't mean it's open bar. You just go in there, eat anything you want. No, I mean they've got chairs outside, so I can just chill here where I have my luggage by my side, and I'll spend some time here before I catch the bus again and probably go to my Airbnb, you know. I don't know if I'm just gonna message them to know if I can do a drop off of my luggage. That way it will be free. I will have a free time to go around with just my backpack, and probably go to the city and do Dublin street walk, just making videos of everywhere, anything, just anything I see, you know. Like I said, oh, this is the middle child, artisan bakery and coffee. I think I'm going to try this. This will not be bad. I'm going to try this, guys. Okay, I'm just going to be here for a while, and I'll come back to the camera, guys. Okay, yeah, appreciate everyone watching my videos. Thank you. Hi guys, Just here, having my coffee. Waiting, sitting. I think
See you later.
that's the time there now. You guys can see 11:35 a.m.
Sorry, why are you away?
I'm still gonna check-in time. They said it's 3 p.m. That's my check-in time. So I'm just gonna be out here for a while. Just gonna be out here for a while. Nice weather here today, guys.
Which one?
It's called the Middle Child. That's the name of this.
Maybe it doesn't have enough icing on it, probably. It's absolutely ruined.
And the name of this place I'm
It's
sitting.
ruined altogether. I'll say that now because it's my sister's dog, so I can say that. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Oh, do you fancy that? Yeah,
Guys,
there's more
look at
icing on
look at
that. You like a bit with the icing, don't you? You want the icing. Here you go, my dear. Oh, good boy. That's the fattening piece, so you can have that. He's a good boy.
He's
Good boy.
enjoying it.
Oh, yes, he is. No.
Look at that.
You're a funny boy, aren't you? No. No. A bit for me. A bit for me. No. There we go. No, I don't think you can have that. There we go.
But you can have coffee. You know that?
He wants me to open the box again. That's what he wants. I'm going to try toast.
It's Ireland, guys. With beautiful people everywhere.
Now we'll go for the juicing. Will we go for walks? See you later.
Bye.
Enjoy your day. Bye bye. Come on, this way.
Alright guys, I think I'm just gonna need another coffee. I feel like I'm a little bit gonna need another. I can't just sit down there all day like coffee. So I had Americano at the first time. So now let me get the espresso. I'm getting the espresso. That's what it costs. It's nice in here. This is the country. Just sitting there out there drinking nothing. I'm not feeling it. My mouth just want to have something to sip every time.
Yeah, if you want. Join you from the bag. Do you want to get a cookie?
Alright, here you go. Okay, let me get espresso. Let me get let cappuccino. Oh, sorry, let cappuccino. Yeah, better.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
That was 3 cents.
I'm a vlogger.
You're vlogging?
Yeah.
Where we go, where we go. Thank you. And then could I get orange juice glass in the glass and then okay.
Hi guys.
Yeah, the orange one, that's it. That's your, yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, there's one at the front, sorry.
I know a lot of people don't take coffee. You guys that drink coffee, what kind of coffee do you like? What kind of coffee do you like? It's almost 12 p.m. We still have about 3 hours. We're checking time. Three again? Let me see. I want to be sure. I'm getting confused because sometimes they say 2, sometimes they say 3. Okay, it's 3 p.m. I was right about it. Check-in time is 3 p.m. I think that's mine, right? Cappuccino? Cappuccino, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Guys, this is what I've got. Yeah. Is it?
What's your name on YouTube?
Gin Travel Star.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me tap it. Yeah. Sure. Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Alright, this time I want to have a watch later.
Yeah. I apologize, man. These are happy people. I just got a subscriber here.
Is it working?
I got mine.
Do you want to
Let's see.
get that one?
Yeah, let me see if this thing go.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, this is better.
Do you not remember? I don't remember. Your baby shower.
2 ice caramel, that is an extra caramel.
Thank you.
I'm doing better. Let's see.
Just the Mars bars.
Your ice cream you want.
Just this little no base bar with peanut butter. Is with the Mars bar not being cream?
Is it just choices?
It is. Yeah, and because it's in the case as well with everything else.
It's grand. It's not for me. But
Alright guys, so we just strongly to write it.
And all that and
Just strongly to write it out with the marker. It's called Gin Travel Star, okay? Thank you.
perfect. Thanks so much.
I got this. Oh, I just got 1 subscriber there.
They're only 11 weeks.
Oh guys, man,
Cute. Yeah. And they just
I got another.
That's the freedom that you get. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely. It's so
Mm.
Now, come back to me in a year and ask me how it's going. She'd be like, hey,
I think I'm gonna grab some sugar. Let me grab some sugar. Okay. Gonna grab some sugar. Come on.
sorry. I know, we've just had the conversation. It's their first outing.
I don't even know.
How old are they? 11 weeks. I think they'll be 12 weeks on Tuesday, I think.
Your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Sorry, oh my god, such a dream.
This is your life now. This is all anyone's going to be
I know, yeah, you're even really bothering me now.
I know. Yeah, they are good though, aren't they, King? They are
really
good.
chill, yeah.
Very
Yeah.
chill, like, she was like, no, I can't be out.
Yeah, she's brilliant. He's a little devil.
Okay, fair. That's always
Yeah.
gonna be a
the lawyer out.
Well, he's actually, that's because he's with his Auntie Lisa. Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
What kind of dogs are they?
Yeah.
They wouldn't shed now, would they?
No. No. They're brother and sister, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, even though they're completely different colours.
Very different.
Yeah, like her little face. She's a really dark nose. And look at his nose, is so cute.
Oh, you're a little
Oh, wait till you see her face. Turn her around. Wait till you see her face as well. There you go.
They're so cute. She's like,
I know. Oh, they're ruined. Yeah.
oh yeah, they will be ruined. You're like, oh, we're crate trained and la la la. No, my God, my mom is going to sleep in the bed.
Oh, listen,
They're screwed. Like,
they're freight trained at the moment, but I know when they reach a certain age,
yeah.
it'll be like, come on, guys, come
Yeah.
to bed, come to mommy's bed.
oh, you will. Yeah. They're so cute. They're adorable. Yeah. I can't actually deal. That's my favorite place ever. Like I'm dating her a year now. And she's just, everything is so clear. Like, she's all there.
Allegedly.
She put some painting about it. It's actually nice and cool. It's lovely. It's so, it's going to be this what was I saying to you? I got this from what were you saying for something? Yeah, so I just said, oh yeah, right, all right. Oh yeah, but then the one I'll send.
Alright guys,
all right, what am I supposed to do with this? Is that kind of right?
there's
So bad.
11 minutes after 12 now, p.m.
Yeah.
So my check-in time is 3 p.m. and still gonna be here for
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh lads, okay. And come here, I was telling you about your man in
2 hours, 2 hours
Sorry,
and
yes,
some
sorry,
minutes.
pardon, yeah. So I said here,
There are people sitting
I'll
out
ask
here.
Manon. I was like, yeah, it's probably best then. This is fantastic. So I said to your man, David, do you want to talk to this guy looking for all spots? He goes, yeah, I'll talk to him, no matter. I said, last I heard of it. So I'm like, what a waste of time. I'm back and
You
forth
guys.
with the landlord, back and forth. Oh, this price, that price.
Keep watching my videos, share,
Did he take the opposite?
like, comment, okay?
I said, what waste of time?
And what did he say? Because he couldn't get the car back?
No, he just didn't like it. He was like, I said, he just didn't like it.
That's so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm like, what a waste of time. That's anyway. And the fact that I'm reaching out to your man, David, who looks after the parking for
Alright guys, I just messaged the Airbnb on just to let them know if possible I can drop off my luggage, and they got back to me now. I just checked, they said that's not a problem, so I'm just gonna go over there and leave my luggage. It's 10 minutes to 1 p.m. over here, so I'm just gonna leave my luggage there, and then I could just go take a walk around the neighborhood until 3 p.m. before I check, which is my check-in time. So that way I can get my things organized and start my day again. You know, can't go to the city dragging my luggage all around like this. So it's always when you have your luggage already kept in your room, then you're free. With a backpack, you're fine with it. I'm right here at the bus stop. You guys could still remember the gentleman I saw in the city center in Dublin. I said, I gave me some tip. I said, take off your sunglasses, let the people see your eyes. You know, he's an elderly man, so he has a reason for saying that. Probably here in Dublin, maybe that's what the people, maybe that's what they prefer. And I noticed that too, that a lot of people here don't usually use sunglasses. So, but few, I see few people wearing sunglasses. So I took that advice and I try to leave my eyes open. You know, so but it's sunny. I still just have to train my eyes a little bit. I don't have to look at the sun though, right? Sunny, it's a sunny weather today here in Dublin. So sunglasses is right in my backpack. I don't want to use it. I want to keep my eyes open, people to see. Like, that's what will make me have a lot of followers, make people see me, know me better. I like that. Okay guys, so here. Okay, just want to turn the camera off for now. I'll get back on the camera later. Okay guys, appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Keep doing that for me. Thank you, appreciate you all. Thanks. Yeah, guys, I just got down from my bus. That's the bus. Okay. Which way? Let me check my Google. Oh, yes. I think this area is it's like more busier area. Like you can see McDonald's right there on the street. But now I need to walk. Okay, I think I have to put the camera down so I can grab my bag, my luggage properly, so that I can see here. It's like how many minutes walk I'm seeing here? Walk 11 minutes. 11 minutes walk. Okay, hey guys, catch you up. Guys, I'm getting close to my Airbnb. It's my luggage there. So it's a nice, quiet residential neighborhood here in Dublin. Okay. All right, guys. Guys, I just got to my new Airbnb. It's the second floor. I already have my luggage up there in my door. I just want to get the contract of my room. So that's my luggage there. That's how it's looking. This is my door. Okay, I'm just going in for the first time. Alright, this is my room. Okay, this is my room. Oh, I like the view. Okay, but first, let me. Oh man, my backpack is a little bit heavy. It's been on me all day. Oh, I like this place. That's the view from my window. Can I open this thing more wider? I think. Nice and clean. Where's this place? Oh, my washroom. It should be right there. Yeah, the toilet's cool. Oh man. Okay. I like this place. So guys, I'm gonna be here for a couple of days and stay here in Dublin. Okay guys. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go to the city now. Let me just go do a walking tour. That's what I'm gonna do today. Let me go for a walking tour. Something else might come in and I might change my mind. I don't even know. You know, you guys, I don't really have a preference when I'm in a country like this. I just want to go around, see places, think what I want to do, and I could suggest something now and I'll do something else. That's what just happens sometimes, but it's okay. Appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Keep doing that for me, please. Okay, share, subscribe. Thank you. Peace. Hi guys, I have settled a little bit here. I thought of something. I'm going to use the bus tour Because the boat tour, you always not a boat tour, guys. I mean the bus tour, the Dublin bus tour. I just searched on Google and I found these guys. They're everywhere, most countries, so you can find them. So I got a bus ticket, like it's gonna be for 72 hours, and I got that. That's for 72 hours. You can see that. That's 72 hours, and it cost 67 euros starting today. So yeah, 72 hours, you can see there, right? So that's the best one you could get here. And I'm just gonna go do the Dublin city. So let me see where the bus is gonna be taking me around. So I'm gonna be doing that today. I already have my stuff here. You know, you guys don't, never mind, you know, it's the main thing. So I'm going out of my Airbnb now. So let me go catch the bus. Okay. Okay. I think there's a code here too. Okay, to exit, I have to. I was wondering why the door was so like. I couldn't open the door. So this is how it's looking. And that's my building here. Locked down. That's the entrance gate. The entrance gate. So, guys.
That's a lie.
Okay, let me go catch the bus. I think I'm on the right way. It's a residential neighborhood. So, right here. Dublin, beautiful people. Happy people. That's how I classify the Dublin people, the happy people.
Yeah, people can't believe that you have been doing.
I'm on the right way. I think probably it's like I'm going on the right way. I'm not sure. Let me try the other side of. Okay. Okay guys, I'm off to the city. The city tour bus in Dublin, they have different stops you can hop in and hop off the bus. So I just choose one of the location. That's where I'm going now. I'm gonna catch the bus. The bus that is taking me all the way to O'Donnell. Then that's where I'm going to be waiting for the tour bus, so that then I can hop in. Okay guys, watch this video to the end, right? Thanks for watching my videos. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys for all you do. Hi guys, I'm here. I guess this is my bus. This is the tour bus. This is the one I'm getting in. I think so. I saw. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
Okay. I think I'm using this tour bus. Let me look for my code. Maybe I usually have a scanner. I think this is
Yeah, just click. You have it. You have an app. You have a PDF.
Okay. Let me look for the.
You have a PDF for me to.
Yeah.
Scan.
Okay. This is the one I'm hopping on. This is the. I was trying to like alright guys, I'm right here. This is the city bus tour. The blue one.
Number 1. We're on the main thoroughfare of Dublin. This is O'Connell Street. As we come up the street, there's a big needle object there in the middle of the street. That's called the Spur of Dublin. It's 120 metres high, designed by a man called Ian Ritchie from the UK. It was to be built for the millennium in 2000. With typical Irish government fashion, he didn't get it finished till 2003. Cost nearly €5 million, and what does it do? Absolutely nothing. Now as you pass by the spur, over on the right you have a 6-pillar building there. That's the General Post Office, the GPO. That was the headquarters during the 1916 Easter Risings. That's the building Patrick Pearse stood outside. He read out the Irish Proclamation. There were 7 signatories to that. They were fighting for Irish independence. They're under British rule for over 700 years. Now battle would have ensued and lasted for 6 days. All the leaders involved in that were captured and executed in Dublin jail in 1916. Now Ireland did get independence in 1922 and became the Republic of Ireland in 1941. So the GPO there, they say, is the modern birthplace of hurling. Now we've a statue here in the central island at the end of the street, and that is Daniel O'Connell. He's known as the Liberator. He fought for emancipation for Irish Catholics in 1829. He got rid of the penal laws, which was lots of restrictions on Irish Catholics. They weren't allowed to go to school, speak the Irish language, vote, own land. That was all parts of the penal laws. He got rid of them. We call them the Liberator for that reason. Now we look at the lady down below Daniel with the wings. She has a snake around her feet there. If you look at her breast, you will see a bullet hole in her breast. There's lots of bullet holes all around this statue because of the Easter risings. This statue was in the cross for her during the battle. We're on the north side of the city here now. We're going to cross over the River Liffey, and that'll bring us to the south side of the city. The River Liffey divides the city in two, from north to south. 1/3 of the population actually lives on the north side. 2/3 lives on the south side of the city. Now, if you're interested in visiting the Wax Museum, it's that building straight in front of us there. It divides the two streets. You have some characters standing on the 4th floor of it outside when we pass by there. You keep your eye on this building to the right. The street we're going on to here, it's called the Lear Street. The Lear Street is named after Jeremiah de Lear. He was the Sheriff of Dublin in 1788. He was also a goldsmith. He was one of the founding members of the Bank of Ireland. He named this street here after him. Now we like our pint of Guinness. The street to the right down here, it's called Fleet Street. On Fleet Street, there's a bar down there called Bowes Bar. Bowes was well known for a nice pint of Guinness. It got a 9.2 out of 10 for the best pint of Guinness. It's also won an award for the best whiskey bar. And Bowes will be a local bar. It is called Fleet Street. One side of Fleet Street is actually Temple Bar side. This side here is not. The traffic will be a little bit heavy just here, getting around, especially at this hour of the evening, but it'll be okay once we get around through here. It should start to flow. We have a bus lane when we come around here. Everything tries to go into that one lane going left there, especially at this hour. They put extra buses on to get people home from work and stuff. And and then you can see all the taxis are the same. All these taxis are going to be going around and turning into that left lane as well. Same with me, I'm in the right lane here and I'm going around there to go in the left lane. So it's a way of getting around, just stay to the right, eventually skip back into it. Traffic is a bit crazy on this bend up here. The M building on the left there, it looks like it's something very special. The colour, the design, that's actually the Lear Chambers. And the Lear Chambers, what it really was a tobacco factory. The colour of it is to represent the tobacco leaf. It's now a Michelin star restaurant downstairs in that building. Now we try and get around. This is where you'd see all the taxis trying to cut in and out. The only way is the whole 2 lanes here that prevents them from doing it. You can see what they're doing here, trying to cut into the yellow box. You see the bus is not letting them. He's going to close her off, making sure he doesn't let them in. The other bus is going to do the same. Yes. They don't like letting them in. This fella is a clown in this car. Only it is go right up and then put your indicator on and hope that somebody lets you in. Have we got any good Samaritans or are they going to close us off? We're going to do the same thing. We'll go hitting the border. Hope for the best. And see who wants to let me stick them and who doesn't. Most of them don't, they put their foot down, they hate it. Most of them, for sure, just chain them in. Oh, this fella just let me. Yes, let me just stick to the line. Here we go. So on the left hand side here is Trinity College, founded by Queen Elizabeth I in 1592, the oldest college in Ireland. Inside there you have the famous Book of Kells, wrote by Irish monks on an island called Iona on Scotland. It took them 75 years to write it. They went to Kells Abbey from Scotland, they spent 800 years there. That's how I got the name the Book of Kells. Then it was moved to Trinity College here on the left, where it has been for the last 400 years. Over 1 million visitors per year actually goes in to see the Book of Kells. One of the biggest attractions in that college. So the street straight ahead of us, that's Grafton Street, the famous pedestrianised shopping street on the south side of the sea, where a lot of high-end stores are, and a lot of excellent street performers up on Grafton Street there. You see the Rolex flags and all hanging out. As I said, there's a lot of high-end stores up there. So if you do fancy emptying out your partner's credit card, you know where to go shopping. And then you have all these on the rented bikes that like domestic buses. On the inside of the bus, you think a 16.5-ton bus won't work. You buy them, you rent them city bikes and by God you take some chances on them. You need eyes in the back of your head when you're driving a girl. Now we come down through this, right at the traffic lights here on the left hand side, you'll see one of the entrances into Trinity College. So if you go into the college, you can actually go in from this side down here on the left. Our bus stop is just after the traffic lights up here. The next stop we're going to pull up to will be stop number 2, and the name of the street is Nassau Street. there's the entrance there to your left. So this stop here now is stop number 2, Nassau Street. Nobody getting off. Out the gate we go. So on the right hand side up here you have a store, the Kenny Design Store. That's there the last 50 years. There's all types of gifting, craft and product from around Ireland. Downstairs and there, upstairs, there's nice food, Calvary lunch, home baked cakes, Irish breakfast. Food's very nice upstairs and there. That street to the right there, that's Kildare Street. The National Archaeology Museum is up there, and the National Library. Both of them are actually free entry. You're getting anything for free in Dublin. Take them with 2 hands, because you won't get much for free here. This is stop number 3. That red brick building to your left has a faded sign on it, it says Finn's Hotel. So that was a hotel in 1904. James Joyce, the famous author, he met his partner outside of here. Nora Barnacle her name was. She was a chambermaid in that hotel. He wrote a book called Ulysses, published in 1922. It was about the meeting in Borwick. He actually happens to the name Pat. Borwick is the Irish name for Pat. Stop number 7. Stop number 7 is Pearse Street. So stop number 7, folks. Now as we come up here, after the lights, the building you see over to the right here, it's actually Pearse Street Garda Station. And what Garda stands for here is on Garda Síochána, which means Guardians of the Peace. And in the Republic of Ireland they're an unarmed force. In Northern Ireland they're called the PSNI, which is an armed force. Now let's take a look at same junction where all the problems was when I started off. Go back into the same junction and look at what's a different door. So you got a bit of a mess there. Obviously in the evening, well, as I said, a lot of people going home to work at this hour and extra buses and stuff. See the trams coming around there, it's all to do it. So that gets priority on the calculation as well, to change the route to the entry. Wait, Woody, I'll be blocking the door. So that building straight ahead of us there, all the windows sealed up in it. That's actually the Bank of Ireland building. It was the Irish Parliament building. The Parliament moved out here in 1801 when the Act of Union began. And they moved to the UK. Bank of Ireland bought the building in 1803. You can see there's not a window in the building straight ahead. And the reason for that was the window taxes. To avoid the window tax, they made sure to put no windows in it. Trams, look, there's another one, there's another one. Every minute or so they go through this hour and they get priority to the lights, so they hold the traffic up at a few places where they pass. And the gas thing about it is the name of them trams is they're called the Lewis. And the Lewis is the Irish name for spade. Whoever gave them that name must have been drinking in Denver for a month. They're more like the snail on the rail. Come on, taxis. Put your foot down. Go on. Look at this, sleep, letting people cross in front of them. The tram is going to get the lights now. Just don't put your foot down. There you go. Half asleep. Now we're back to the lights red again. Unbelievable, these taxi drivers. You know what? I guarantee he's passengers in that car. Because if he hadn't got passengers in that car, he'd have been gone through that place. But with the passengers in it, the clock ticks. What does he get? Money while they're in it. The only time you see them in a hoodie is when there's no one in the car. Someone in them. And it'll take forever in the taxi. You see them with no one in them, they pull across up front you, they break the red lights, they do everything. The hospital passenger in that car, there's no way that he not go there. Be amazed if it's not. All the traffic you're seeing on this, not tram, look. There are many trams that we need to run into on the street. But this property's all around here. You see the big fancy Georgian properties are coming onto the street. These were originally banks, so this was like the banking district. College Green there, Dame Street. Big fancy building coming around here on the left, where the front of the steps out. You look at the gates on it, you'll see the black gates. It has Ulster Bank, so that was the old Ulster Bank. Then you come round on the corner, you have H&M, which is a clothing store now. If you look above the door, you'll see Hibernian Bank. And the next stop we pull into, you have the Bank Restaurant. At stop B, that was the Royal Bank. Now we're going to see the Molly Malone statue. You see these traffic lights here? Up that street to the left. That's it here. Up that street. And that's the same street the Chinos is on, up there. As I said, the Chinos, you don't get a free meal. You have to buy one meal, you get one meal free, but it's 4 o'clock. Now in between all the buildings to the right hand side as you come up the street, that's Temple Bar area. This street here is parallel to Temple Bar. Temple Bar is in between all the buildings on the right hand side. Come on, your boys. Come on. And this is stop number 8. Go up. See the taxis, look, there's not one of them on that show. Not one of them. And he's going into the left lane, watch him. The next stop we come up to here will be stop number 9. Stop number 9 is for Dublin Castle. Now Dublin Castle is actually closed at the moment, folks. It's not open to the public. And the castle was founded by King John of England in 1204. It's just a castle in 1870. And the castle was pulled down in Jordan's down there. It's all of the Jordan. Well, as I said, it's closed to the public, it's not open. And all of these things are from the street here. They're all lots of bars and restaurants all to the left. The next stop is down here. Stop number 12. So anybody for stop 9? Go ahead. That is City Hall. Now City Hall was the Royal Exchange, which was a trading center. And it was down in 1801 on the Act of Union. And moved to the UK. Dublin City Council bought the building, they turned it into City Hall, which is used, as I said, a wedding venue, also for banquet meals. Now in behind all these buildings to our left is Dublin Castle. And if you pass by City Hall here to the left, if you look up the street, you will see the gates to Dublin Castle. So now we're going to pull in to stop number 10. So we'll mark out the gate again. And look at the way you can put the door so you can get around. You did liberty for that and then go stop. The oldest building in the city is right in it. That's kind of close to the sea. Now we go. Then when the door is in the stone. As we go there, we're going to the UK. And we're going to go on the right there. Same thing as we look at the square. And we're going to strong over. We go there in the 1100s with an army of 12 marches. That's why we got the name of Stone. That was on the British between West and North. Now, the good traditional Irish building, you see this street to the right here, it's called Fishamble Street. And the bar down there called Garden Tennis, well known for traditional Irish food. If you like fish and chips for a takeout one, and you want to visit the oldest chipper in the city, go down to the next one. You see the old bulldogs, that's the green shop there, that's actually there to the left. The old bulldogs. Shouldn't be on the road, that horse. He's too dangerous. He will not stand easy at all. He's be rearing up, he's jumping all over the place. We're over in the 1 o'clock position there is Dublinia. Dublinia is the Viking Interactive Museum. Go in there, you walk real life Viking Street. Learn everything about the Vikings you can possible. We're going to pull into stop number 11. And this is Christ Church Cathedral and Dublinia. Convoy. So Dublin was a walled city. There was actually a wall built right around the sea. And it was built in the 1100s. There were 6 major gates to enter in and out of the city. The wall was 10 metres tall. That wall was acting as traffic lights here. And that's why you have the two cathedrals so close to each other here. We going outside of the city walls here once you pass the lights. And Christ Church Cathedral was built inside of the city walls. St. Patrick's Cathedral down here is the biggest church in Ireland. And this church has been on this ground, they say, since 450 AD. And this would have been restored as well. Benjamin Lee Guinness, a member of the Guinness family, he paid for this to be restored in the 1800s. The blue gate on the door there, you see it coloured that as St. Patrick's blue. That's the national colour of Ireland. Lots of people think Ireland's national colour is green. It's St. Patrick's blue. The statue inside the railings there, that's Benjamin Lee Guinness, sitting on the chair. That's the man who paid to restore it, looking very depressed after reading the bill. So as you come up the street here, on the left hand side we have an arched doorway. This doorway is Marsh's Library. It's the first public library here, opened up in the early 1700s. Now public libraries, there was no such thing, but that was the first one. There it is there. And obviously if you wanted to read a book in the 1700s when we opened our own, you obviously didn't trust you to go in and read the book. Because you're not keeping beside the page and the book the problem with the library here, that's the beginning of St. Patrick's. And Jonathan Swift was the beginning of St. Patrick's. He was the author of Gulliver's Travels, which people think was a children's book. He said it was a political satire. He was actually slagging off all the Muslims that all this. But Jonathan Swift was a teetotaler as well, which meant he didn't drink alcohol. This crossroads ahead of me here, he named it as the Four Corners of Hell. There's 4 bars here, and he made a teetotaler, and he used to close up the bars at night to be all out fighting each other. He hated alcohol. But the area we're in here, it's called the Liberties. And it's called the Liberties because we're outside of the city walls. And then you have the liberty to do it your night. Another name before was the Bowling as well. Because of that, it was over 40 distilleries going to be here. Once they were outside at the city walls, they didn't have to pay the city taxes. But they eventually closed them down when the American Prohibition came in. That was their main market. There wasn't enough market there called Keelan's Distillery, owned by Walter. Walter closed down as well when the Prohibition came in. And you can see the back of the bus here, and front was Keelan's Distillery. That's where we're heading. Walter Keelan's two ancestors from back there, Captain Steele. And he opened the very first whiskey distillery to open that book in the Liberties. And over 124 years. And Keelan's up there to come over the distillery. You actually see products contained in there. You also have a bar in there and a cafe. If you don't want to do the tour, you can go into Keelan's and go to the bar and do whiskey tasting. Whatever whiskey you like, then you can order at the bar. Mark the Harp. And when Ireland got independence in 1922 and the government wanted to use the harp, Guinness told them they couldn't use it, it was trademarked. So to get away from the Guinness trademark, they actually switched the harp in the opposite direction, and that got them away from the Guinness trademark. Now we're the only country in the world with a musical instrument as our national emblem. And the next stop we're going to come down to here would be stop number 21. Stop number 21 is Parkgate Street as well. You can also use this to go into Nancy Hans and get your free glass of Guinness. There's Nancy's on your left. Now the next stop we pull into here now is stop 21. So stop number 21, Parkgate Street. So we pass through the traffic lights here. On the left hand side you'll see a bronze statue in the park. And Olivia is her name. She's a character from James Joyce's book Finnegan's Wake. She was originally in Dublin's O'Connell Street, in the Central Island where the square was, with a fountain running on her head. And people would regularly mess with this fountain, and they put this soap and washing up liquid in it, and it would soot up all out onto the street and onto the road. And they gave her the name the Floozy in the Jacuzzi. City Council got fed up with it and they moved her up here. The next area on the left, the park area, is called Croppy's Acre. So this is a memorial ground for the United Irishmen that were in the battle of Vinegar Hill in 1798. They were fighting for Irish freedom. The barracks into your left there was called the Royal Barracks, classed as the biggest British barracks in Europe at the time, built in the 1700s. It got renamed to Collins's Barracks after Michael Collins in 1922, and it's now a museum. It's the National Museum of Decorative Arts and History, and this is stop number 22. Next stop we'll come down to will be stop 23. And stop number 23 is for Jameson's Whiskey Distillery. The Jameson's Whiskey Distillery is in Smithfield Square. You go into the distillery, you go into the square, and you look out for a building with a tower. The building with the tower is actually Jameson's Distillery. Now as we come down past the lights here, in between the buildings on the left is a cobblestone street. That's where you go, in that street. The Jamesons here in Dublin, they don't actually make the product in Dublin anymore. They make the product in Middleton in Cork. Still an excellent tour. If you like your whiskey, lots of people love the Jameson tour. As I said, it's in between our buildings here on the left as you come up. There's the street there to your left. So the next stop is stop 23. traffic does be a little bit heavy, just at these lights, but once you get through this, the sail's on. These lights here are a bit of a disaster. They cause more traffic problem than that. Once you get through it, nothing there then. And you see how clear it is once you pass through. Now as you pass through the lights up here, on the left hand side you're going to see a 6-pillar building down here. 6-pillar building down here on the left is actually the forecourts. There's been courthouses on this side down here since the 1300s. The building down here was designed by James Gandon. He's the same man who actually designed the Custom House, which is further on down the River Little. He designed the Custom House in 1791. The forecourt down here is where the Civil War broke out. The very first bullets would have been fired during the Civil War from this building down here. What happened was you had the Anglo-Irish Treaty, which was a vote to accept the 26 counties from Britain or don't accept them. So the pro-treaty was for accepting the 26 counties. The anti-treaty were against it. They wanted the whole 32 back. And you had the vote, the pro-treaty won the vote. Wasn't much of the difference, but the pro-treaty won. The anti-treaty still wouldn't agree, and they went inside this building down here. And that's where the first bullets actually started off the battle. And in this building down here there was a lot of important documentation. You had the deeds of a lot of buildings in the city. You had the century forms, which is all the history of families. There was a lot of important documents in this building down here. And they reckon they lost over 1,000 years of history when that Civil War broke out, because this building would have been a major fire happened on it. The pro-treaty was across the river, fired and over that. And the pro-treaty even got lended from British cannons, from the British. And they actually cannoned the building down here. So it ended up burning out and all. A lot of important documents was all burnt. And that's the forecourts there on your left. Now we come down to the traffic lights down here. The street to the left of the traffic lights down here, it's called Capel Street. Now Capel Street was one of the coolest streets in the world. 3/4 of it is pedestrianised. There's lots of bars and restaurants down on Capel Street, and Capel Street is one of them streets where you'd meet locals as well. If you like traditional music, there's a bar down Capel Street called McNeil's. McNeil's is well known for traditional music. But as I said, there's plenty of bars and restaurants down there. There is Canada. So the white bridge coming up down here on the right, this is the Hackney Bridge. And the Hackney Bridge was built in 1816. It was actually a toll bridge. You paid a half a penny to cross it. People in Dublin gave it the name the Hackney Bridge because the half penny toll. Its proper name was actually the Liffey Bridge. If you go across the Hackney Bridge down here, there's an archway over there. It's called Merchant's Arch. That's one of the entrances into the town of Ireland. All behind these buildings across the river there to the right is the town of Ireland. The next stop we're going to put into here is stop 24, and that is Blackbird Road. Now we go to the south here, you can see Blackbird Road is the closest door. But this bus will go back around to stop number 25, and stop number 1, and that's where it will finish. There's no more hop-on, hop-off services at stop number 1, so you can't jump on another hop-on, hop service around the city. The last one will finish at Blackbird Road, and this is the last one. We left here, and going back around to the place. After that, it's home sweet home. His bus stop. You see to your left there. That's a bus stop gate. He made that his bus stop today. He's still really looks. So we're going to take a left down here onto O'Connell Street at the traffic lights. I'm going to take the left. The Daniel O'Connell statue is on our right. Daniel is known as the Liberator. He fought for emancipation for Irish Catholics in 1829. He got rid of the penal laws, which was lots of restrictions on Irish Catholics. He weren't allowed to go to school, speak the Irish language, vote, all that. And Keelan's Whiskey Distillery is over in the 11 o'clock position. You'll see a building with round windows. The area we're in here, it's called the Liberties. And it's called the Liberties because it was outside the city walls. But this part of the Liberties would have had a lot of tenement properties. And what the tenement properties were, they were properties that started off originally as family homes. And the families moved out in 1801 when the Act of Union came in. Just when I don't tell me he's at the parking lot there. And they were family homes, as I said. They moved out in 1801 when the Act of Union came in. And what happened? They sold the properties to landlords. But the landlords divided these properties up and rented out individual rooms to families instead of the whole property. And some families as big as 15 members renting one room. Well over 100 people was crammed into the properties. No hot water in them, toilet in the backyard, no slums, no. Now we will come back around by St. Patrick's Cathedral, we'll be over on there, right? And on the cathedral around here, the oldest clock you can see, the clock around there is on the 1500s. And the clock is painted with Guinness colours, the black and gold. As I said, everything we did is painted for the stone. built them, they had hot water in the Dublin parts of the You can use this for Dublin, Christchurch Cathedral. Some people use it for the Brazen Head Bar. The Brazen Head Bar is the oldest bar in the city. The bar is from the 1100s. Wakey, come on. Why are you waiting there? White's is green, that's why they're green. And then you let the people cross when you sit there. So this is stop number 14. Oh. Now remember the stand with the people on the wall and see. Traffic lights and I'm passing through the traffic lights. In between the units on the left, and that wall is part of the old city wall that was built in the 1100s. Now the wall would have been a lot taller than what you see here when we passed the river. This street I don't know, this is all the difference as well. You can see where the city wall is. Left here once you pass by, you have all the Lippies area again. The Lippies area is the local area as well. A lot of bars up along this street, Thomas Street and stuff. That's where you'd meet locals, and you can see how close it is to Tampa Bar. Tampa Bar is just down the street behind us. But the local bars is where you want to be. You won't be paying the same prices. There's the old wall there to your left. That bar there, Tom Kennedy's, that's well known there. You see the plaque on the wall there under the railings with Robert Emmett's name. There's also a concrete pillar inside the railings with his face on. So Robert Emmett was a member of the United Irishman. He plans to go and blow up Dublin Castle. They found out about his plans and captured him and brought him here. But actually publicly hung outside this building. He also beheaded him. So he put the plaque on the wall here in memory of Robert Emmett. And he fought for Irish people. Same with the concrete pillar inside his face. Still well over 8,000 years left on that original lease. And he built it up to a 64-acre site, which is both sides of this road. Guinness would own most of the buildings. Now Guinness here produces over 3 million pints of Guinness every single day. And there's 10 million pints of Guinness drank around the world every day. Guinness also has the highest bar in Dublin, and that bar is called the Gravity Bar. As I turn the corner here at the top, look up on the roof of Guinness. You see the glass building up there? That's the Gravity Bar. That's where you end up having your pint of Guinness. Looking at Dublin from up there at the heights. See all the people sitting up there? Having their pints. You put a good name on it as well, calling it the Gravity Bar. Because if you drink enough of them up there, you'll struggle with your own gravity. The next stop we come into here now, stop number 15, and that is the Guinness Storehouse. Now we deny all these taxis, we make them move because they shouldn't be parked here. They know they shouldn't be parked here, but they don't care. They don't understand. No parking, yellow cones beside them to the left by the Garda. That's common sense, and they don't have much of that. That's pretty tight on behind the horses as well. Have to watch out for that crazy grey and white horse. So we'll take him back up anywhere, that fella. That's why a man's holding that one. Obviously that's one for a constantly loading. He's holding that one as well. Once that's starting, you know, it's only a couple of inches from the wheels of the carts there. Yeah, if you want to get a picture of the famous Guinness cake, the one you use for the TV advertisements, also the one you see most people picture beside on the internet. Now watch this, step out in front of a bus, not a bother. Only 16.5 ton bus, don't worry, you won't kill this. It just crushes. The gate's on your left here. This is the famous gate. There it is there. And that gate, the last advertisement I seen on that was painted blue. And the advertisement on it was for Guinness 0.0 alcohol. That definitely won't be a hit in Dublin. Now the 34th property on the left when we come round here is Arthur Guinness's house. This is where he would have lived. When we come round this corner here, you look at that 34th property on the left. Has a plaque on the wall as well, telling you Arthur Guinness lived in there. So as we come round, you see this fourth property here, watch. Has a plaque on the wall, as I said. Come on, move a little bit in your Audi. Come on, buddy. Just move a slight bit. No? Go to sleep. Or just being ignorant. Just being ignorant or brain dead. One or the other. Say more than likely brain dead. This one I'm talking on the bike. Here's his artist house there. So we've a church up here on the right hand side, a glass pointed roof. St. James's Church. He said this is the first church in the world with a whiskey distillery inside it. And that is the Pierce Lyons distillery. Pierce Lyons went to America. He got a PhD in whiskey distilling. He come back there and he bought this church. It's the only church to say in whiskey distiller, the fourth one in the world. Probably the best church in Dublin. You can actually go in and have a whiskey or two. Maybe it has the best holy water of all the churches. That's a great church. Come on, you see the tram coming down here? You get around here before the tram. Come on. Yes, these lights here. There it is. So the wall in front was there with the black leaf. That's St. Patrick's side capture clock. It built in 1700s. It says the fourth side capture clock. And Jonathan Swift, the dean of St. Patrick's Cathedral, he's the man that actually paid this. He left the money to that name. He wasn't happy about people that he left him to he left the business for all the money. You also got a dry-out clinic in there, which is for people with alcohol trouble. So talk about location, 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 when it came to that one. Now we come down here, the next stop we're coming down to is stop 17. The stop number 17 is for British Museum of Modern Art and Kilmainham Jail. The jail opened up the late 1700s. It closed down in 1924. During that time it would have housed well over 100,000 different prisoners. And well over 100 prisoners was executed in there. It became famous for the leaders of the 1916 Easter Rising. They were executed in the jail. And the government here decided in 1966, on the 50th anniversary of the Rises, to open the jail back up as a museum. Now, as you come up here, on the left you have the Irish Museum of Modern Art. If you're going to Kilmainham Jail, you go through the gates here on the left. And that brings you across towards the jail. It's over the far side there. So now we have stop number 17. The next stop we go down to here is stop number 18. Stop number 18 is the Euston Ground Station. Open there in Queensbridge. When he was a captain during the 1916 Easter Rising, him and 26 men were asked to hold the British soldiers off during the risings. He thought he'd hold them off for 1 or 2 hours. He managed to hold them off for nearly 3 days. Eventually he had to surrender. Sean was executed in Kilmainham Jail in 1916. So the government renamed this train station after him on the 50th anniversary of the risings. And that train station be the main train station in Dublin really, especially if you're heading to the countrysides, like Galway, Killarney, Kilkenny, any of them locations you're travelling to by train, you're going to use this train station here. If you're going to Northern Ireland, you would use Condy train station. and that's on the north side of the city. Now the yellow building down here on the right, that was built in the 1700s. Got prestige and property. It was built for people with infectious disease. Stop the spread of the disease in the city. Look off over here. This was classed as like the countryside outside of the city. Now it's not hospital anymore, it's the offices of the retail city. They're the people that oversee the hospitals and the care homes here in the Republic of Ireland. Which is stop number 18. The south side of the city, and then go back across the river Liffey, and that'll bring us to the north side of the city. And the next stop we'll come across to over here is stop number 19. Now stop 19, there's a bar across here called Nancy Hand's Bar. It's a traditional bar and restaurant. And if you go into Nancy Hand's Bar and you show them the big bus ticket, you actually get a free glass of Guinness in there with the big bus ticket. Now how the bar got the name Nancy Hand's is, Nancy was the very first lady to own the bar here in Ireland. And when she did, the church had a lot of power. You weren't allowed to sell alcohol between 2 and 4 of a Sunday. And Nancy decided she was breaking that rule. She put a hatch over the bar and served the alcohol out through the hatch. And all you could see was Nancy's hands. That's how it ended up getting the name Nancy Hands. The bridge you see here to the left, now 1821, and that was King's Bridge, named after King George IV. They got renamed to Euston Bridge after Sean Euston in 1966. You see the British crowns on the bridge as well. If you look, there was a British crown right in the centre of that on the bridge. That's took off of it. You still have them on the front of it there, the face. As I said, it was for King George IV, that bridge. The next stop we're going to pull up to here is stop number 19. Stop number 19 is for Parkgate Street. We said Nancy Hand's is over on the right. So we go into Nancy Hand's, it's across to the right. You see the bar across there with the flowers hanging outside it. Stop number 19. That was put in the park. Also in this park is Dublin 2 and the President of Ireland's house. Now we come up here, in between the trees on the left hand side, you're going to see the biggest obelisk in Europe. And the biggest obelisk in Europe is the Wellington Monument. Built for the Duke of Wellington, who met Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo. It's on your left here. The bronze plaques down the bottom of it is melted down armory from that battle. As I said, Dublin Zoo is also in the park, and Dublin Zoo is famous for its lion breeding programs. Classes have one of the best lion breeding programs of most zoos around the world. One of the famous lions that are proud to say they bred in Dublin Zoo is one you'd see before the MGM movies. One of them was bred in Dublin Zoo. This side of the park on the left, you call that the People's Park. It's landscaped a lot better than the rest of the park. And that's where most people would spend their time in the park. In there to your left. And this is stop number 20 for the Phoenix Park. Now we pass through the lights here. The building on the left hand side as we come around is the Criminal Court of Justice. And on this building you have the two languages that's spoken in this country, Irish and English. Now only 10% of the country speak fluent Irish. Them idiots are called the Gaeltacht idiots. And they be in the countrysides like Galway, Donegal, places like that. But beside the two languages on this building you have a harp. And the harp is the national emblem of Ireland. That's what's on my passport. We have a harp. And any official letter we get posted out, the harp is on it. But the harp on this building is different to the Guinness harp. Because Guinness started off in 1759. They trade and they got rid of them, they call them the Liberator. You like Irish dancing show, you see there, Celtic Knights to your left. That does a proper Irish dancing show in there. The whole package, the meal, it's on 7 days a week. It's called the Harlequin Hotel. Now the turn left, if you look at Daniel O'Connell's statue, you'll see the lady down below with wings. If you look at her elbow, you'll see a bullet hole in her elbow. And that bullet hole is from the Easter Rising, the crossword. These people look like they're getting on very well in the front of the bar here. They're arguing like mad. This is Millwood Spittering. You see to the left as we come around. Look to the right here. You see our elbow? You see the bullet hole in it? Lots of bullet holes all around from the Easter Risings. The headquarters for the Easter Risings is up the street here on the left. The General Post Office, the 6th floor building up there on the left. Signatures and fighting for independence because they were under British rule for over 700 years. A battle would ensue, lasted for 6 days. All the leaders captured, executed, inhumane and dead in 1916. Awarded Libya independence in 1922 and became the Republic of Ireland in 1949. So the GPO clearly says the modern fair place of Ireland. We also have a museum in there if you want to learn about the risings and all that stuff. The pillars on it has full of holes in it as well. The 6th floor building on the left coming up there. Pillar down the end of the street here with golden arm. And there's a statue in front of the pillar, Charles Stewart Carnelli's name is. They say he was the uncrowned King of Ireland. He was actually a member of the British Parliament. He one not to fight for us. One is fighting for the land or something. We told all the people that were moving the land not to pay the high rents. Thousands have been listening to him. For that reason, he got put into the main jail and stuff. Another thing he's fighting for was to get the Irish Parliament, you know, from Britain to Ireland. In order to deal with their own problems. So he had an affair with a lady called Kiki O'Shea. She was an MP of his party's wife. The scandal broke and that destroyed Parnell's career. That building to the right there is the hospital, the maternity hospital. It's open to 7 a.m. It said it was years. The man called Tommy Moss, he was a midwife from Sorted. He lost his wife and gave birth in the 70s. Conditions of having 30 years of so Tommy, all lots of friends and family and people money to support them and get this built. Designed by Richard Castle's class and one of the best architects at that point. Now this is one of the Georgian squares in the city. We have 5 of them. Let us know when you wake up to the car in front of you. So we have 5 Georgian squares. They're called Georgian because they were built during the fall King Georgians of England. And this is one on the north side, Parnell Square. So the next stop we put into here will be stop number 25, and that is Parnell Square. Nobody. Over to the right, Garden of Remembrance, opened up in 1966. 50th anniversary of the Easter Rises. Now this wasn't just for people involved in the Easter Rises, it was for everybody who fought for Irish independence. Now Queen Elizabeth visited here in 2011. When she was here on her visit, she went inside there, the Garden of Remembrance, and she would have laid a wreath. She also stood up and spoke 5 words of the Irish language. She called the President and everyone her friends, in Irish. And that was the 4th time I wanted that being here in well over 100 years. Consider it allowed or to speak Irish, weren't even allowed to go to school. That's how the Irish language was being taught. Murray's there. There's live music in there, and it has a restaurant in there. There's Irish food as well. Cabbage, all that stuff. Cabbage potatoes, a whole lot in there. That's in there. More relaxed place than Canberra, as I said. Canberra, if you want craziness, yes, go to Canberra, the madness there. But if you don't want craziness, Murray's is one of them options where it's quieter. You know, this town was trying to do this in the white bus. You know exactly what's coming there. Look, you have them all blocking the stop there. Not only one, 3 of them. Well, just block the street, make them know.
Okay, guys. Yeah, that was fun. This was the guide tour. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe. I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks you all. Appreciate everything you're doing, man. For watching my videos. Peace.